With the whole rebrand, there's many places you go to. I've seen people go to Fiverr,
Work or whatever.
Yeah, Upwork. Yeah, Upwork is one of them. And I looked at those places, and I seen some of the things that they did. I mean, it looked all good, but the thing is,
Welcome back to Movified. I'm your host, Mark Hirschi, owner of Sammons Moving and Storage and Ellis Moving and Storage, located in beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia. We're in BC. We are at the Moving Time event in St. Pete's, Florida. It is day one. It's been exciting. I have a returning guest that has just exploded. He actually told me, he's like, I was guest 2 on the Movified. It is Steve Mandac. Buddy, welcome. How are you doing?
thank you so much. It's been a while since I was been on the podcast. I remember you didn't have the whole setup before. You had, what are we doing?
I feel like I was like in a board. Welcome you guys.
The mosquitoes.
Don't worry, we'll edit it out. I don't want to edit it out. But we were, I think in like my boardroom with like a blank yellow background. Like I had nothing set up. It was so new, so fresh. Yeah, it was crazy.
And I think the video cut out twice, and then you had to edit it, and then you had to put everything together. It still came out good though.
It still came out good.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Steve owns Clutch Moving and Storage. He now has 2 locations.
2 locations.
He is in the San Francisco area, and then he is in the Tempe, right?
No, Tucson.
No, Tucson.
Tucson,
Tucson, Arizona. Steven, you just recently went through a whole rebrand of your company. Can you discuss the process of going through rebrand? Because there's so many companies out there. It's just like trying to find like a good SEO company. And everybody, you start Googling, you're trying to find like a good brand company to redesign your look, Dude, you okay?
Yeah, I think went in my eye, but no, yeah. With the whole rebrand, there's many places you go to. I've seen people go to Fiverr. I've seen people go all the way to what's the other, like, online
Upwork or whatever.
Yeah, Upwork. Yeah, Upwork is one of them. And I looked at those places, and I seen some of the things that they did. I mean, it looked all good, but the thing is, you don't necessarily know who to trust, who to go to. I was actually thinking about going to that guy. I think he presented at the last Moving Time retreat.
Yeah, Dan and
Antonelli.
Telly. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I got a quote from him, but it was like, I think it was like 20 or 30 grand. And I was like, oh my God, that's pretty expensive. So I was doing some more work. I actually had a friend that was in the marketing and rebranding space as well too. And he works for a really big company in Miami. And he used the resources that he from his company. The company is called Gut Miami. And it's a gut. So they have a location in.
Shout out to Gut.
Yeah, shout out to Gut. Shout out to John from Gut Miami. It was like a little side project that him and his coworker did, and they had the whole brand guidelines. They had a weekly meeting with me every single week, and we went through every single step of the way on what to talk about. What were some of the things that I wanted? But
what were some of the questions that they were asking you? Like, because people are sitting here listening and watching, going like, I really want to do a rebrand and everything. I don't even know what the first step is, because all you want to do is go, here's my logo that I just drew up, or what? Here's my trucks. This is what they look like. You go to town, right? So what are some of those fundamental questions?
I think what it actually came down to first is because you are a representation of your brand, and how you kind of carry your company kind of conveys out to everybody else. And what they asked me from the very beginning was, they want to get personal questions about me. Who am I? And it just so happened that the person that was working on it was a childhood friend. So he knew exactly who I was, my personality, and he knew that I was very edgy. He knew I was very funny, sarcastic, but also serious when it came to business. So those were some of the personal questions he asked me. And he's like, do you want it to personalize who you are as a person? I said, yes. And they asked me, some of the colorways and how do you see the brand in 5-10 years? And I was like, I want the brand to be a legacy brand. And that's how they kind of put everything together, because I had some thoughts of like, doing this color or doing that color. And they're like, no, Steve, like if you really want to keep it a legacy and keep it going for many, many years to come, they gave me the blue. They said, let's make it very simple, plain, just like, I mean, a very, I'll say a very big brand that's been out for so long was 2 Minute Truck. And like everybody just knows them just by their white blank truck with those 2 little guys that are on there. So I wanted to keep it very simple, very plain, something that popped. And he was like, okay, that looks very professional. And he's like, but you're edgy and funny. So let's make the back pop. So that's where the funny branding came on the back end, whereas like, we move your X. And then we have all those other designs that are coming on the back of them. So like everything looks very professional on the outside, and then on the back, that's my personality where it kind of outshines everything else. And they know me, they know I'm a little hip. They look at my Instagram, they look at some of the things, like they knew my interests. So they do like a whole look at you, they see who you are, and they kind of base it off of that. So they already seen I had a presence on there, they seen I had a personal brand. So they're like, okay, let's look at this. Steve, you seem this, you seem this, you seem this. And then from there they kind of curated everything, and then I had to approving it every single week. And then they had like, what looks better? Does this look better, or do you think this looks better? And then like all the contrasts and everything like that is kind of what they ask me on a weekly basis. And then the final the final deliverable was at the 6th week. And then they gave me all the brand guidelines, and I had to approve everything on the 5th week first.
Oh, so I was going to say, like, how long did that process take?
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
6
So
weeks.
it's not even that long of a process.
No, it's not. So I think it works. We had a meeting on a Monday, and then after we had that meeting on a Monday, they would put everything together, have a booklet for me to take a look at on that Friday, and then I would approve it, or I didn't like it, they would make the adjustments, and then they would show it to me the next meeting. And then from there, every single meeting we had, I paid $1,000. So I think I paid $7,000 for the whole branding.
For the whole branding.
For a whole brand kit. Typically, from
Buddy,
like,
that's a decent price
deal.
at all. Jeez.
Yeah, that is a really good deal.
Before we ever started using a moving CRM, someone asked me, could you 10x what you're doing right now with the current systems and processes you have in place? And I said no. And so he was like, well, then you need to just pull the trigger on the software. And then I saw Smart Moving, and it was game over.
Austin joined thousands of moving owners on Smart Moving in 2021. Since then, he's more than doubled his business.
And I always compare Smart Moving to Apple products. It's just so simple, so easy to use, and that's really what's allowed my team to scale and now have 2 branches. And last year we scaled Central Coast Moving over 50% growth.
If you're ready to turn your moving company into a machine that drives profit, not chaos, try Smart Moving.
Hey everyone, Matty Mailers here, the guy who pioneered handwritten letters for the moving industry. Why? Because my competition at my moving company was using the same stock postcards as me, and my mailing company didn't care. So I created a better way. Here's some mind-blowing results in July. Miracle Movers Utah closed $93,000 using our handwritten letter strategy. With our campaigns, you can forget about the guessing games. You get a trackable phone number, daily photo proof, an incredible design team, and I'm also included. All letters stop at me for approval before they ever leave our facility. Right now, Movified listeners get 1,000 golden tickets stuffed in our genuine handwritten letters completely free. Plus, I'm going to throw in bulk realtor data for up to 5 counties. What are you waiting for? Moving Letters AI. Stop competing, start dominating.
What's up, guys? It's Austin Yarrow with the Moving Army. If you're listening to this podcast, I'm sure you're crushing it, you're growing your business, and you don't need any help. Majority of you probably don't. But the thing is that information alone isn't enough. If you're looking for someone to hold you accountable, work with you, and collaborate with others in our industry with teams that are killing it, crushing it, you need to join the Moving Army. This is my invitation to you. You can text my personal cell, 805-441-6118. I'll see you soon and wait for your call. Join the Moving Army today.
They did the whole brand guidelines, the whole font. They did everything, like my energy, everything, like all the words that described me, and they did a really good job.
It's interesting when and for anybody that is listening that doesn't know Steven, definitely be following him on Instagram. I mean, I met Steven by him being Mr. Clutch. He made himself, and you think as a business owner, and they talk about it a lot now, and I feel like you are the forefront of building a brand identity as like the moving company owner, not so much the face of the company, but like your own brand. And then from there, especially when you're networking with realtors, interior designers, all the different types of areas of business that are available to us, you're already out there. Like there's like this identity that you've already built where they're like, oh, like, yeah, I follow you on this whole other social media platform. You have a moving, like there's a moving company side of it, and also become very relatable. The when I check this stuff out, and I remember you were showing everybody some of the designs in a small group, and I always got a good chuckle out of it being like, we moved your ex, right? Like it's just a classic, funny on the back of the truck that is going to make an impact because someone's going to look, someone's going to read that and like chuckle to themselves, right? There were moving companies back in the day that would do like a funny moving tip. Like, I don't know if you remember, there was like some company, if you Google like funny images on trucks, they would have like tip like 40, and it's like, check what's in the box. And it's like some stick figure holding a box, and it's like, something, unnecessarily that you shouldn't be carrying a box in. And it was to drive this impact, the side of marketing that's known for. Do you find, because when you were working through the new design, that they said, hey, listen, this is who you are, this is kind of like your identity on the back of the truck, that it can resonate with those high-end clients that you deal with that are going to look at that truck going like, oh, like, because that's also something too, right? Like you want to go with something edgy, but is it going to hit me with lost sales?
That's something that I did think about, but in this moment in time, to me, branding is everything.
Totally.
And being edgy and, being kind of funny on that end is it's in, and I want people to resonate with me. And if they don't resonate with me and they don't want to do business with me just because my branding, fuck them. Fuck them. Like, I don't care. There's millions of people out there that are moving. There's millions of brands out there that are moving. So like, I'm not it for everybody, just like, realtors are not for everybody. All people are not for everybody. So, if it doesn't work for me, then that's fine. They're not my customer anyways. So I want to be relatable to people. And I think that's really what comes down to branding.
Was there a discussion when it came to putting this on the back of the truck? Because what I love, as we're talking about this, discussing it, and I don't think me and you talked about it, is the fact that when you are trying to do something quick-witted, a marketing ploy, and you're wrapping a truck, it becomes very expensive. But if you're just putting it on the back door of a roll-up door and you want to switch to a new catchphrase, a new type of saying, you're just wrapping the back door. So your cost expense is so much less because now you don't have to wrap the whole truck. You're just redoing the back door.
Yeah, I actually wrapped the whole truck, which was the blue.
No, you wrapped the whole truck, but I just mean like the catchphrase.
Oh, the catchphrase. Yes. It's very minimal. Yeah, it's a very minimal cost. Yeah. People can do that as like a little brand thing to kind of make it funny. Some people have some stuff on their logos on the back of the truck, and but it'd be a very minimal cost for doing something like that.
Yeah. Now, I love the whole sense of marketing. The logo's catchy. It's simple, but like such a difference. And once you have this new brand, 6 weeks, great. I got the new look. I got the new design. We're ready to go to market. Now we're looking at the cost.
You got to allocate a lot. Like when you're doing the rebrand, especially if you want to do the rebrand right, you have to allocate a good amount of money towards a rebrand and the whole campaign that we're doing.
That was the word I was looking for, a campaign, because now you're doing the campaign.
Well, now we're pushing the campaign. We're going to be over at over 6 figures in the whole rebrand, the whole campaign, and pushing it out. So like we from that rebrand, now we're rebranding our whole social media on our business side, and now we're trying to work with influencers. And we've already paid out a couple of influencers, and we did some moves for them. But now we're gonna, use that whole rebrand and really use the social media platform just like a piece of cake, just like a roadway, to kind of use that platform from there. And then we've got some crazy ideas that are just off the wall. And like I got a crazy one. I mean, I think I've seen somebody do it before as well too. I think it was piece of cake, but the way that we're gonna use it as a marketing funnel, which is getting the ice cream truck. And I've talked about the ice cream truck multiple times. People look at me crazy, like, what are you talking about? And I'm just like, yeah, just wait till we put it out. Just wait till the ROI that comes in. I'll make a video about it. We also are throwing events. So we just threw an event in Tucson, huge event, super successful. We got our event was like $6,000, maybe $7,000 all into to do the bar, all the marketing behind it. But we got the ROI within like a month. And it was $7,000. We got the whole ROI back within a month. We're throwing a really big event in San Francisco. We actually got a huge DJ. We got a huge R&B rapper. huge in the Bay Area. He's going to be there. We partnered with a real estate company to put it together. We got a museum. We're actually going to put my truck inside of the museum. We're going to put a DJ inside of the truck. He's in a DJ inside of the truck, and then we're going to put content behind it. And that's also part of the whole campaign that we're setting up. So then the ultimate goal is a couple of years down the road, we're going to work with really big brands, and then we're going to have a collaboration there. So not only am I just marketing to that audience, to my audience, I'm going to be marketing through their audience as well too. So more eyes everywhere. So that's the ultimate thought process behind the whole rebrand. We're being, how do I put this? We're being very strategic with the rebrand. It's not just a rebrand where it's like, we look cool. No, we want to be that rebrand that, that's all over social media. We got the color, we got the pop, we got the funniness. So how else more can we maximize? We're maximizing the social media.
If you're considering Snowball, just do it.
Snowball creates done-for-you referral programs for moving companies so you can turn happy customers into new revenue without lifting a finger. And the results speak for themselves.
In less than a year, we've collected over 2,000 referrals.
We generated over $200,000 of revenue that cost about $5,000 to do it.
I believe we have 4 or 5 the very first day.
The companies winning with Snowball are the ones that already care about their customers. We just help turn that into new business through human outreach and customer nurturing.
Snowball is part of the arsenal of tools that I recommend to my clients because it works.
Being found on the second page of Google is literally like having a billboard in the middle of the desert. Your mama ain't gonna see it. No one's gonna see it. You're on the second page of Google, no one's gonna call, no one's gonna book. Here is the deal. If your business is not ranking on the top of Google, that means your competitors are going to be stealing your customers every single day. So at Rotate Digital, we don't play any guessing games. We use data-driven SEO strategies to make sure Google finds you first so that these Google searches turn into your customers, not your competitors' customers. How do we do it? We do it through AI-driven keyword optimization, exclusive blog networks, backlinking strategies, and honestly, the secret stuff, the proprietary lead attribution software. So what do you get as a result? You get not only good marketing, but now you get clarity into what is bringing you more revenue. So if that's something you want to do, you want to make sure your leads find you and not your competition, go ahead and go to rotatedigital.com, schedule a call, and we'll help you take your business to the top of Google.
Hey, it's Mark with Movified, and I'm here to talk about Canada Home Listings. They are the only direct mailer service built specifically for household good movers in Canada. That's right, my hometown. They help moving companies reach homeowners the moment they list their home with proven mail campaigns that drive results. And for the Movified listeners, they're offering exclusive promotions you won't find anywhere else. So go check them out today. Go online, go do your thing, and go find them. Canada Home Listings, right now. Go. And then keep watching the show.
All right, it is Movified Dolly Dash Moment Titan Edition. I'm here with Sean from First Class Moving and Removals. What do you got? Removal.
Yep,
Removal. I love those kind of stuff. Listen, all right, we're going to hit you with a couple rapid fire questions. You ready? You sure?
Hey, let's go, man. We're going to find out.
All right, cool. So it's day 2. It's been at the event. So many speakers have been happening on. What's the biggest takeaway so far that you have digested, you've taken in?
Yeah. So there's a lot of nuggets that you can get here. I'd say the biggest thing is the implementation, right? So taking all those nuggets, taking your notes, talking to people. If you're not sure how to implement them, talk to people. Ask them how and what they're doing to actually implement them, because I can go home right now with all this information and not implement it, nothing's going to change. So I'd say taking what we learn and actually making something happen with it. Yeah.
It's hard.
Next question. You travel here, you don't know what to do because you keep forgetting something in your luggage. What's one thing that you wish you would have packed to bring to this event that you totally forgot?
This is going to be bad, but business cards. I did not bring my business cards, so I'd say that. But besides that, I mean, hey, we got everything that we need, man. So everything's right here. If you have to go get something, walk over to the beach store and grab something, man.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. What would you say to new business owners that are also growing, that maybe they decided, hey, listen, this event, I just couldn't make it this time. Maybe it's not even for me. What's one thing that they're missing out by not coming to this kind of event?
Yeah. I'd say the biggest thing for me, and look, I've been there. I was there. I was kind of on the fence about it. But like at the end of the day, do you want to surround yourself with people that are doing better than you? And, you know, don't be afraid to be the new kid on the block, or don't be afraid to maybe, you know, oh, I'm not doing this, or I'm not doing that, or I'm only a 2-truck operation. I'm only a 1-truck operation. Like, we all started from somewhere. So for me, right now I'm a 2-truck operation. I need to be around the guys that have 6 trucks, that have 15 trucks, that have 40 trucks, right? Or else I'm never going to learn. Or if I am going to learn eventually, and you will too, it just might take a lot longer, man. So don't let that fear hold you back. I mean, you already took that step to become a business owner. And this is just one of those things that's going to help level you up faster and get you around the right people. So definitely been great being here so far.
Yeah, love it. What's one action item that you've implemented in 2025 that has helped grow your business?
Okay, cool. So we started using Connect Team. That's been, yeah, are you using it?
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about, baby. All right, cool. It's like, yeah, so that was we were able to cut out some other softwares, and that one little extra step or that one little extra app for the guys, it's like just another thing. And that took so many things and put it in one place. So I definitely highly recommend checking that out. We moved from Slack to Connect Team, loving it so far. And yeah, I'll definitely say the Connect Team for the communications and having a centralized platform for all of our guys. Yeah,
Love
for the internal use. Yeah.
Love it. Hey, this has been great. It's another Dolly Dash moment. Appreciate your time, man.
Pleasure.
All right, cheers,
Absolutely,
man.
guys.
What's one thing that you would tell someone that is looking to rebrand right now that they should be focusing on?
Have a, like, you know, first and foremost, have a brand. It's 2025 now. I still see trucks, operations that are 10, 5 truck operations, sometimes even 20 truck operations that have no brand. The brand is what's going to separate you from all the other companies. There's many other companies out there. You know, you got the reviews that separate other people. You got this, you got that. But, you know, the brand is like what it comes down to. People make their choices because so many people have great reviews. So many people have really good sales reps. What's the next thing that you're going to have to beat your next opponent at? It's your brand.
Opening up a second location in Tucson, you recently did like a kind of soft launch on the rebrand by having an event and marketing it as such, hosted by Clutch
and Cocktails.
And Clutch and Cocktails. Yeah, it was great. I actually loved the design. Everything was like pretty sick on there. If someone was looking to try and do that within their local market, what would be the top 3 things that they should be looking forward to so that they can sense some type of ROI? Because like they're not rebranding, they're just a moving company. They're trying to be that hometown dominator. They want to put on an event. They don't know how to. They're always thinking, okay, well, listen, I got to do like a lunch and learn at a realtor's office, or I just got to like flood myself at the Commerce's events and the BNIs and everything else. But like your own event to be like that power impact, right? How, like, what do you do? Like, what's those first stages like?
The first stage is, I mean, first and foremost, it's doing exactly what you said. So like, I'll give you guys like a quick little story on how I kind of went on it, and I seen the journey that kind of came along with it. Was first and foremost, what I did was I did everything that you said. We went through all the lunch and learns. We did all the guerrilla marketing, and really did that at first. Well, we had to get our reviews first, and then we did all the guerrilla marketing. So we paid for a lot of ads, got the reviews. After that, I did like a 2-3 month process of just doing crazy amount of cold calling outreaches with my business development rep. And then we have like crazy campaign with emailing, texting, and voicemails.
Crazy campaign, everybody.
Crazy campaign. Yeah, crazy campaign.
You should be selling this setup.
Yeah. A lot of people want it. I just, you know, I try to give them a little bit of the clues, but they don't know how to put it together. But after we did that, everybody in the whole town knew who we are. And then since we had so much brand recognition just from that, we did the same exact campaign that we did for the lunch and learns and trying to connect with them. Well, we turned it and said, we're doing a Clutch and Cocktails networking event. And we did the same exact platforms to reach out. So texting, everything. We went to all the offices, did lunch and learns, and at the end of every single lunch and learn, like, we're throwing this event for you guys. A quick little tip. What we said was it's open bar, so order whatever the fuck you want, order whatever foods you want, and just come. And that got everybody through the door. And then what we did was we told everybody to go ahead and record on their socials and post us and everything like that. So everybody that was somebody that was there on social media, they posted it. Had some really big sponsors as well too. And then
Is that the key though? Is to try and get some extra sponsors to help alleviate some of that cost? Because people think about it going like, man, like I don't have like $10,000-$15,000 to throw out to put on an event.
I had one sponsor, one really, good sponsor that was also like believed in like us as a company, because me and the owner really connected. But I don't think so. I think if you create the correct relationships and you create like the connections with the people, they'll come. And then also,
And then the ROI is there.
ROI is there. As
Yeah.
soon as we got there, the people were like, "Thank you for throwing the event," and they're like, "We have referrals for you." And we had like the vice president of a really big real estate company there that came, and he was like, she came and she was like, "Thank you. I'm giving you all the referrals. Like, we're telling everybody about it. Nobody in the town has done this. Like, you guys are the first moving company that's actually thrown an event here." And like, they're just so happy. And it's a small town. It's a small community. So for me to kind of come there and like, kind of be like, "Oh, I'm not here for that long," and kind of just throw everything for them, they loved it. And I think it was really good because it brought the community together. And then our next event that we're throwing in November, which is going to be a turkey giveaway, we're going to have more people. And we're surprised on the outcome. And then we had 150 people that signed up, and then 150 people.
Wow.
And then 75 people came, and it was a great turnout.
That's amazing. Being at the Titan event, you've been to several of these already. What is something that from the first time to now that you have now implemented that has helped grow and expedite your company?
So I went to the Titan event in 2024, and I think one of my biggest takeaways at that event was really just networking with some of the people. I remember, I networked with, I did a podcast with Wade and TM, and me and TM grew really, really close. And one thing that I really got away was getting to see other people's businesses and really understanding other people's businesses. And like, I just took whatever they had, kind of put my spin on it. But like, really what it showed me was the mindset of business owners. Business owners in the moving industry have pure fucking grit, and they just keep moving forward. They get punched in the face, and I'm like, it's not just me, it's everybody else. So I'm like, all right, cool. Just have grit and have some balls. That's really what it comes down to.
Hi, I'm Mark Hirschi with Salmon's Moving and Storage. Today, I want to talk about Tighten Up training. Why? Because this is Netflix grade quality training. It's not those old videos and VHSs that you got hiding in your office somewhere. It's online, it's easy to use, they're short videos, but they get to the point. My new employees, these guys run through these training programs, there's tests at the end, and they're coming out going, "Oh, I'm ready to rock." So if you haven't checked out Tighten Up training yet, get a demo done. Get on board. Guess what else is there? Online portals for my sales staff. Can you believe it? These guys can learn how to overcome objections and book more leads today. So what are you waiting for? Go check out Tighten Up training today.
One of the questions that was asked me this morning was, what do you say to the moving company owners that are trying to still stay old school instead of adapting to the AI that's coming out there?
Let's say,
I know. Coming from you and me, it's I got an answer for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, but like, go ahead.
I would say if you're not going to adapt to any of those new things that are coming out in your old school, sell your company. Right. And I'll buy it. Yeah, sell your company and I'll buy it, because at that point, you're just going to get lost behind. Your profits are going to dwindle, and you're not going to compete with the next, those other guys that are catching on. So I'd say sell it.
Steven, I really appreciate your time, man.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
For all those that are watching, make sure that you're staying networked. Make sure that your brand is on point. You want growth? This is how it's done. Follow Clutch Moving. These guys know where it's at, especially if you're looking to take your company to the next level. And find Steven. like reach out to him, DM him. Like, this guy's full of knowledge. His time is limited. I'm just joking. He's always running somewhere. But you know, he's always there to like lend a quick question. He's got 5 minutes at a time. He wants there to help, just like myself or anything else. And for all those that are watching, listening, stay movified until next time.